Well, let's welcome another friend. We have Alisha Nebeker. How are you, girl?
Hi.
You stop it. You're great. Look at I love it. Hey,
Thank you.
Alisha, thank you so much for jumping on. You just barely came into my world, so I'm not sure if you've been following me for a bit, but let's share your story. Tell me where you were at in life before you met me, like what things you were struggling with, some of your challenges. What was life like back then?
So I'm trying to think back. I guess I'll start with my story of how I found you.
Okay.
I just knew that I was going to, so I'm a teacher, I'm a certified teacher, and I knew eventually I was going to have to go back into the classroom. My kids are little, and so I'm staying home with them now to just take care of them, keep out of daycare, save a little money that way. Because by the time I was teaching, sending my kids all to daycare, it just wasn't worth sending them. It was too expensive. So I stayed home with my kids, and I knew that my days were coming to an end. And so I was like, I really don't want them to come to an end. I just want to still be here, and I don't want to go back into the classroom. So I'm like, what could I do? And I thought maybe I just need to do an in-home preschool. That came to me. I've seen a couple people do it. I have a couple of friends who actually have been teaching my children in their preschool.
Yeah.
So I do the same thing that I've been benefiting from. Anyway, and so I thought of it, and I'm like, well, I don't know if I can do this by myself. I need someone to help me. I don't think I want to do it in my own house just because I would have to keep it prepared. And so I thought about my mom, and she's getting pretty close to retirement. And so we kind of brought the idea to her, and we just were thinking about it, and kind of got stuck in a rut because she wasn't ready to retire yet.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, well, let me just start looking into it. And so I just got on Google, or I think it was actually YouTube. And I was like, to start a preschool. I just typed in start a preschool.
Yeah.
And I was just hoping, I'm like, does somebody know how to do this? And then you were the
Nope,
first one.
nobody.
Yeah. But your name popped up. So I was like, okay, cool. And I clicked on your video and I watched it, and I was like, all right, I'll get her book. And then I got your book, and I zipped through it. It's actually sitting right here. My mom and I both read it, so it's a little like ragged.
I love that it looks like that. Yes.
Yes, it's been well loved.
Yeah.
But yeah, I read it so fast because it was just so informative, and I was like amazed. I'm like, okay, great. This lady has it. She knows what she's doing. Like, I'm just gonna do it. So yeah.
So when was that that you got the book?
Sorry?
When was that? When was that you got the book?
Oh, let's see. It was probably in like maybe February.
Okay. So and did you try to do any of the steps in the book, or was it just like, okay, we're just going to read it now, and when we're like moving forward with her retirement and stuff, then we'll start doing it?
So yeah, once I read the book, it really kind of lit a fire underneath me. I was like, okay, like this is doable. I can do this.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, hey mom, are you sure you don't want to retire? Like, are you sure? Because she would come home from work. She works as a secretary in a school.
Yeah.
And so she would come home and just be so stressed out, and all the things that come along with that. And I'm like, so let's just do this. And she found out that she could, and that she could get her longevity payment. And so we convinced her to come home and work with me.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So, cause I remember actually scrolling Facebook and stuff, and I saw, apparently your mom was posting like the resignation letter or something that I think she posted that on Facebook or something.
Yeah, the school district opened up her position. So she had resigned, and the school district opened the position.
Yeah, because I saw this letter and I was like, wait, who resigned? Like, because I know a lot of times people will like quit their jobs during the challenge. It kind of like puts that pain real front of mind. And so it's like, wait, who quit their job? Like, I bet this is related to the challenge or something. And I was like, wait, and then you liked the post or something. I'm like, wait, how's Alisha know this woman? Oh my gosh, it's your mom. You guys are going to do a preschool together. How cool is that? Okay, cool. So then you saw the challenge. Now here's what was interesting. we did something different this year where we did a prizes, where it was like, if you refer a bunch of people, or if you like do all of your tasks during the challenge, which you'd never done before, the grand prize winner who refers the most people and gets the most points will get a year of Preschool AllStars, preschool in a box shipped to them. And then also, of course, $1,000 cash. I paid you that, right? Did I pay you that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I got the
Sorry.
money.
A lot has been going on. So I'm like, shoot, did I send you the Venmo?
I don't know if I would say anything if you didn't, but you did. So we're good. You're like, so when's that come through?
I know, right? Seriously. Like, no, I give all these prizes away all the time. And like, it's always one of those things I'm like, hey, remember to like go ask them for their Venmo. Anyways, good. Glad we checked that one off. Okay. So anywho, you won because you like referred a gazillion people and did all your amazing, point stuff. So, but let's walk back, because you didn't know that you had one. I think you kind of did, because you could see you were the leader, but you and Celeste were like going back and forth.
Yeah, she scared me so bad. I was like, I don't know for sure if I got it. I don't know.
It was like you and then her, like every single like 5 hours, it was different. It was funny.
Yeah.
So you both helped each other. But you posted your script, and then like, is this the first business venture you've ever done on your own?
So I mean, the first serious one, I have done a couple of like multi-level marketing, and I'm still sort of in it, but it's just, for like extra makeup on the side so that I have money to pay for my own makeup, and like I enjoy it. So
yeah.
But other than that, no, I've never had my own business. And today my mom and I just went into the bank and got our business account, and we signed as owners. And I was like, oh, this is real. Like, I have a business owner. It's crazy.
Yes. Oh, I love that. And so I've got, so you put out your script and then people started donating. So how much have you raised so far?
So from the script, I guess that's all I've really gotten so far, but we counted, our total today, and I think we're up to like 430. So
awesome.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. And you still have 25 days to keep raising money. So that's cool.
Yes.
Love that. And so then walk us through like the process of like joining Preschool AllStars. Like, you obviously came in, and then we got you into like a sister circle. And so what's your experience been being inside of Preschool AllStars?
So far I'm super impressed. Like, obviously it's only been a couple of days, but I was not expecting to just have a group of women just right there at my fingertips. Like, literally, if I message within it, maybe 15, 20 minutes is the longest I've had to wait. And I'm like, there's only 10 or 12 women in here, and I'm already getting responses so quickly. It's impressive. And so it's been pretty great. It's fun. They're all so sweet to each other. Everyone's really pumping each other up and just like, you got this, you can do this, and asking for little tips on like, what should I name my preschool? And like 15 ideas came out all at once. And I was like, this is crazy. It's so awesome.
That's great. And then what does your mom think? Because you were the one who found me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you came across me and stuff, was like your mom skeptical of the idea, or was she just like, cool, let's go do it?
So at first, yeah, she was super skeptical. She's like, that's a lot of money. Like, we haven't even started earning money yet. And I'm like, right. But I had already read the whole book. And I was like, but here, you see right here, like, this is the spot where we are. And this is where we could be.
Yeah. Or this is also where we have to go, like all this distance.
Yeah. Yeah. It just seems like a marathon. But I'm so glad that we were able to win, because it was really hard to convince her. Like, she's my business partner, so I have to like be here, listening to her. But I think I would have just forked it out with my personal money if I had not won. But I'm like so glad, so glad that I was able to win it. But yeah.
Awesome. And
she's now understanding and seeing the benefits, because I'm telling her like, hey, I've only gone through like a half of the first part of the training.
Right.
And I'm already this far. Like, this is crazy. So
yeah, it does go by pretty fast because we've like shortcutted everything. So go ahead and share, if anybody was on the fence to joining Preschool AllStars, what would you say to them?
I would say it's okay. It's a lot of money. It feels so heavy, and it feels like a lot of money, but it's really not in the long run, because it's there to help you grow and learn and make even more in the long run. Because if you didn't have all this knowledge and information and the quickness of it all, like the hub, the preschool in a box, if you don't have all those things, you have to go do that stuff yourself. You have to pay for everything yourself anyway. So by the time you pay for all the other things by yourself, you're pretty much spending just as much as you would if you would have just paid to get into Preschool AllStars. Plus, you're getting all the other things that come along with it. So 100% worth it. Jump in, join us. It's amazing, and you will not regret it.
Awesome. Well, Alisha, we're super proud of you and can't wait to see you and your mom's preschool get started so we can cheer you on.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, friend.